Brum bum, brum bum, rum dum. This game is brought to you by 20th Century Fox and Sega. Sorry if I'm being rather annoying, but all this logo stuff is happening. AMD, Gaming Evolved, EA Sports not in the game. Havoc is also using Sonic Generations, so there's very many Sonic correlations with this game being called Alien Isolation. My new Let's Play. Hello Cobrats, I'm TryclydeTamer. Welcome to my new Let's Play, which is Alien Isolation. Woohoo. Let me make sure my controller is actually hooked in because I'd rather not play this game with a keyboard. I'm used to playing Monstrum with a keyboard, but this game I feel more used to using a controller, an Xbox One controller at that, even though wired, so there might be some issues with it. That was quite the unorthodox intro. I'm going to go ahead and check my controls and stuff, my settings for everything that I have. Make sure everything is as I like it, full screen, 1080. It should be running on Ultra anyway, and stuff. And all seems to be pretty well. We're going to play a game, Alien Isolation. There's plenty of DLC that I'm going to be showing. Yeah, I'm going to try for 100% in a sort of way. I have played this game before. I haven't really 100%ed it, but I'm going to strive for it. So anyway, let's get started on this adventure as a video game follow-up to the Alien series, starring Sigourney Weaver, playing the character Ellen Ripley, and this game is all about her daughter, Amanda Ripley. Let's start this game on hard difficulty, the recommended way to experience it. It's going to be challenging and terrifying.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
That's tense.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
That Zeta Reticulus.
The unit was taken to Sevastopol Station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port
I know what it
facility.
is.
It's a depot.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out,
We?
me and another exec. And you, if you're willing.
Did you even ask if you wanted the coffee?
Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know while you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Need I mention how great the motion capture in this game is? And even the gameplay graphics are going to be quite superb, as we'll come to see after this loading screen. Let's awaken from our hypersleep. Kind of bare bones on this, so might want to get dressed. We can use our move keys to walk, of course. And let's go ahead and sign in at this computer after we check out around this little area of cryogenic stuff and greatness. Well, I guess I might as well go ahead and sign in on this thing. That's not the right one, because there's other people signed in. This is the one I signed in upon right here. Slide my key card in. I am a Ripley. I am the Ripleyest Ripley around. Maybe even in competition with my mother. Plenty of bad habits that people need to stay away from. Maybe not our gal Mandy Amander at this point. That's what I was looking for. The thing to close the things for hypersleep. But if the first movie is to be believed, you might want to keep those things open in case of any sort of escape you might need to make. Just a sort of hunch. This is a horror game after all, in a horror genre. Quite ahead of its time, especially with the time frame of this being around November and December 2137. So yep, let's just look around, see if we can find a place for us to do things. Got the crew roster: Verlaine, Connor, Samuels, Taylor, and Ripley. We'll be meeting all of them, aside from myself, of course. Let's go ahead and turn the thing on, because I like screens being on. Let's go and get dressed in this little storage closet. Probably so insecure that we have to get dressed inside. But oh well, not like there's anybody around. And I probably should have took my shower before putting on my suit, but I gotta give it a clean shine, you know? Clean sheen and shine. Look down at my sneakers. It's all gonna be soggy for the rest of my journey. Might wanna dump myself off as well. I'm doing things in the absolute worst possible combination. I should go to the toilet first, then the shower, then the dressing up stuff. Yep, we're gonna be finding lots of pieces of equipment in this game, being scrap and different things for crafting, as we'll learn more about later on. And also, for the completion thing, we're going to be seeing a lot of terminals with these LM links and stuff. Personal, just missed you. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The megacorps undercut him. Picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies. I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. I'm reading a little bit faster. You can read it yourself. Sounds like you're doing okay though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Wayland Yutani pay well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat them, right? Let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. Yep. It's kind of weird because you have to go all the way down with your scrolling to make it actually count to your stuff. Let's just get a brief look at things. We've got our map here. Got from the hypersleep chambers, the monk room, airlock. Speak to Taylor is where we want to go. Medical, speak to Samuels. I think we want to hit him first. I mean, yeah, it's kind of more along the way anyway. Then eventually we're going to get around to the bridge to meet up with Verlaine. So that's pretty much going to cover everybody. Of course, all our objectives are there as well. We can look through all these. We can see some logs. Oh, I think I am kind of spoiling things here. I mean, you can't really do too much, but yeah, ID tags are things we're going to collect. I'm going to try to get all of them on screen and as we go throughout the missions. Then there's these things going on. I might not censor that stuff out. We're gonna learn things as we go along anyway. So let's just get headed along this way. Maybe even get to running mode. It's not letting me. It would be clicking down on the stick of things. Make sure I'm going the right place and area for things. Being kind of slow on this, but it's always a slow burn and start for me. Yep, not much is going on there. Can't really pass through. But what we can do, this seems to be, yeah, we could go this way. It's the way to open something up. Almost even an airlock there. But I think this is where we want to go. Yep, that's Samuel's right inside there, in the little medical bay. Am I losing my voice already? Oh well.
Ripley.
Samuels, Did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship.
Heck yeah.
I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor okay? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
Alright, so that objective is completed, and now we must go speak to Taylor. Of course, everybody's being referred to by their last names, even Samuels himself, even though it sounds like a first name. I don't know. Seems we got a loudspeaker for in case people need to go on the PA system. Okay, can't go through there. This way forward is kind of blocked off, so I'll just be taking my way around. CO3, carbon trioxide, and CO4, that's a certain compound that I can't think of in my chemistry brain for some reason. My brain is made of chemistry. I don't know. We have to do some backtracking to be able to go that way. Maybe we just needed to do that to get our way through. Why am I confusing myself with the locations we are going upon to? It's like things should be opening, but they are not opening. CO2, that's carbon dioxide. I know that stuff. CO4, isn't that methane, or is that CH3? Oh, quite the confusing setup. Oh wait, I think we need to go to the upper area. Just kidding. That's not what we do. Editing already, are we? Oh well, might as well go show some Easter eggy things on a Game & Watch looking thing and a James Cameron looking dude. Is there room for the little guy? I don't know if he's too much of a little guy in our history. And there's War in Totality by Frank Herman. I guess before we get moving on too much, there are more items to get. Scrap, Compound B, and more scrap, and a little sumo wrestler dude. And another cool thing is a staple in the series, the drinking bird. Not like there's much room to drink though. I don't know if my game is messing up or not, but here's a little Rob right here. Kind of modified with some Nerf looking rockets, but I guess that's enough of a thing, and I didn't really show this right here. By the way, I'm kind of breaking history with being naked again, because I'm making sure my game's not actually glitching, but let's go ahead and show off how saving the game works. You go to these things, it tells you if hostiles are nearby, so always be on the lookout for that. It's always kind of anxiety-inducing, even when you're waiting for it to save. There's still a little bit of danger for things to come your way, if you catch my drift. Alright, walking this way now. I think my game might have glitched up a little bit, maybe as a result of having a completed file. So things are getting a little more lit this time around. This was opened up without the blocked off thing in the way. It would usually be a thing where you press a button and things open up for you to continue forward, but it's not like that anymore. So hopefully we're not going to run into too many more problems. Anyway, to the dining area we go to speak to Taylor.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
I have seen Samuels, and now that I've spoken to you, that's pretty much all my objectives filled.
All personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks like we're up.
We are up, but we got a little bit of a link terminal computer thing to look at. Personal to Taylor, Nina Taylor specifically. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of glance through this. Case requests, yeah, Taylor's a little bit on the legal side, and she likes to go cool with it all, or whatever, and doesn't immediately think about others, but she's cool enough that she's still a little bit considerate. Looking at the list of the people that were on the Nostromo, again, if you want to learn more about the stories of things, do check out the original Alien movies. You can watch Alien 1, 1979, even though it looks pretty ahead of its time. Aliens being the sequel with Newt and other people. Yeah, here's this as well. Yeah, just doing a little manifest and inventory, it all looks to be. Alright, so that's all the collectible related stuff on the torrents for now, because there's not much else to do. I mean, yeah, there's a little thing we can open here. It's empty though. I always use X to take all, unless I'm getting full on inventory, can't do much with it. Anyway, to the bridge we go.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class, Captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
And I'm sure it'll be a mother of a time.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
I'm sure we can. Just appreciate our surroundings a little bit. Connor's just there doing his own thing. And look at that. That's a Jovian gas giant there. Not quite Jupiter, but by Jove, it is that way. Don't you think it's great, Samuels? And where'd you come from? Oh, that's Verlaine. She's just piloting the stuff and all that stuff. But now we come over this way to collect our briefing file and keep things going forward.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland.
Utani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This is Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again?
I guess he waits to get new equipment.
The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you.
Not to mention fun. And remember, in space, no one can hear you scream. Unless it's like over communication, so maybe there will be screaming.
Depressurizer. Fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
The final frontier usually, but it's only the first for now.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor.
Doing well, mind you.
Just keep moving! Taylor, Ripley, hold on! Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody!
Yeah, things are not starting off too well. Let's get on the station and see if we can find help. We're a little dinged up. But let's try to stand up and get going. For $21.77, it looks kind of like a cheap headset. Well, maybe all the rest of the budget goes into the nice looking EVA suit we have. Alright, let's just get going. And our objective is pretty simple. Find help. Things don't really seem to be opening up for us right here. That's probably because we have to change. We don't have to worry about air pressure right now. So, let's just take off our suit and bear dog it a little bit. Well, not fully nakamundo. At least with pants and shoes on, to our knowledge. We could find a mirror, but I guess Ripley's a vampire, so we're out of luck for that. Not that I'm immediately concerned with it. Use registration points to manually save your progress. They will warn you if enemies are nearby. Yes, they will. But why do you gotta tell me that? It's like Monster telling you to run as soon as you step outside the starting area. At least in the way of tutorial. It's like, why are you telling this to me now? I don't know. Let's go ahead and save at this emergency place. I'm sure it will come into effect when there are any potential emergencies going on. So let's explore around a bit. I think that's the place we want to eventually get to. Hold down the left stick to do some running. Let's head around this way, see what we can see around this place. Whoa, hello. I'm hearing some darkness and seeing some sounds of a creaking station this is. I guess this is just a way to wrap things around. Let's check my map. Yeah, I think that is a way to do things. It's telling us to find a place of safety while things get safe for us. Ah, that looks pretty gnarly. Let's go investigate. Yeah, might not want to get too close to that. So another way to go around is to go in a vent. The first of many. And this one's pretty decently illuminated compared to future ones we'll be seeing. Hahaha. Just making sure my things are well enough. It's telling me that I must hop out of the first fire vent to get to a terminal. Just going out of here right now. Can't really go into run mode. Can't really crawl any faster. I don't know. Things are kind of claustrophobic around here with all this machinery and wiring. Get away from the noxious fumes. But wait, are there collectibles? I don't see any scrap or anything. Is that a wet floor sign when this is a very fiery place? Maybe the fire is gassy and wet, but can still burn you up quite a bit. So for now, we go to this terminal that is right here and see what it will do for us. Folder corrupted, not much to see there. Decommissioning, that's a little bit to read. So boys and girls, you probably heard the whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. So, yep, just talking about all this stuff. The chief is about things in the way of plans for employees and all that stuff. And speaking of employees, there's an employee lounge out this way, but it seems to be blocked off and there's not much of a way to get going. Plenty of scrappy things around, and small little bits of scrap for me to pick up. So yes, in the way of collectibles, there's going to be archive logs, Nostromo logs, ID tags. The more the merrier. And the more falling, the less merrier for Amanda here. No kidding, that was a cry of alarm. Got a little bang-bunged up there, but we're gonna try to persevere.
God damn.
Got a flare there.
This'll help.
Yep, it will. We can hold B to open the radial inventory, then LS to select your items. So, let's bring up the flare and see if we can press X to activate it, so we can have a little bit of better visual on the world. Nice, nice. And let's make things all airport-tastic as we go through this way. Oh yeah, let's see what things are gonna do for us. Come on, is all this fire-related stuff making me cough? Someone knew. You always know a working Joe. I'm sure that's not of an issue. 2137, I think that's the year this is. Yeah, because it's 2017, and I'm gonna title this like 120 years in advance or something. But yeah, let's get going a little bit faster. Is there another place to go? I think this is either a way to optional stuff or required stuff. All the optional stuff that I plan to get is in a way for me to be able to find it conveniently enough, if I'm making sense. Continuing along with the creaking, not really the greatest of things happening. Yep, it seems to be kind of a standstill for us right here. Am I hearing something of stuff? Not quite, but there's stuff all in the way there. Keep my flare going. You know what? I'm ready to aim and toss it. Maybe even explore in darkness a little bit. I see you there. Can't really pick it back up, I don't think. Unless I can. I don't know. It's suddenly more lit around here anyway. Which way is the way forward? Do we walk our way around? I'm trying to commit things to memory. Don't exactly remember this being the way to go, but is there something to climb up? I guess there is something to climb up. But before we go too much in the way of climbing, we collect the bonding agent. Oh yes. Let's get going up. I've been planning to do like 20 to 25 minutes of episodes for this LP, but it's looking like this might be pushing 30 a little bit. I don't know. Hearing a little bit of music from this boombox, but it's often pretty creepy, so let's turn it off and be more sound to our ears with less sound, if I'm making sense. Let's go to a room.
Hello? Anyone here?
Is this a model of Sevastopol? It may be. And with this, next time on Alien Isolation, we continue and try to find help here in Sevastopol Station. Until next time, do not toast yourself. And remember, running causes accidents.